Hey, I'm Brompton. I play guitar and some singing in action adventure.
Hey, I'm Oren. I play guitar in action adventure.
Hello, I'm Blake, and I do vocals in action adventure.
Hey, I'm Adrian, and I sing. I don't sing. I play drums in action adventure.
And Manny will drop in. Hey, excuse me, sir. What do you do?
I'm not quite sure.
What do you play?
I play bass.
Action Adventure is known for representing diversity in pop punk. Can you share how the band formed and what inspired your mission to create the hashtag Pop Punk in Color?
Oh, man. So me and Oren and Adrian have been playing music together for like 18 or 19 years since we were in high school in various bands and random projects and stuff. And then in like 2013, probably, we started this project, and we met Manny because of Oren's wife. So, well, at the time, not wife, but currently wife. And then we found Blake through an ad on Craigslist that Adrian posted. It was the vaguest ad in the world. It said, 20-somethings looking for singer. That was it. That was it. Blake definitely could have been unalived.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, so I responded to that ad, gave my whole resume. It was like, here's all the bands I've been in, here's some tracks, let me know what you think. And I get a one-word response saying, tight. So here we are, many years later, we've done a lot of cool things, and we started the Pop Punk in Color hashtag, and because we all talked about it, how we're like, wow, this is kind of crazy that we're all people of color, and people think it was like a planned industry thing, but it kind of just happened naturally, and we all kind of shared similar woes and stories about growing up in the scene, and we kind of channeled that and shared our stories, and it really resonated with people, and it's been awesome.
And signing with Pure Noise Records was a huge milestone for you guys. How has that shaped your music as it is today?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if it's really.
I don't let us do whatever we want.
Yeah, it hasn't really shaped our music in any way. We've just kind of grown as musicians and people on our own, and Pure Noise kind of helps us like make that vision a reality. Yeah, we just write what we want to write and do what we want to do, and they support us in it.
That's awesome that they support you in that way so that you guys could actually be creative and stuff and not be held back. I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Super.
And as a band, how do you guys approach your songwriting process?
Songwriting is a crazy sore subject because the last 3 weeks we spent in Springfield, Massachusetts writing our next record. It was hell on earth. I can't describe it any other way.
What a great headline.
But normally it starts with like me or Brompton coming to practice with a riff, and we just kind of work off of that.
It's like really collaborative. We all we try and write a lot of stuff like together, like including like vocals. It's cool because like all 5 of us can play guitar. So, like, it's not always just mine or Oren's riff. Like, there's a lot of times Adrian's like, hey, I thought of this really cool riff, and he'll show us, and then we're like, this is sick, and then we just do it, and we'll just build a song around that or something. So it's pretty cool that everybody's got their hand in the pot. That being said, it takes us forever to do everything because it's not just like 1 or 2 people streamlining and doing everything. That's why it was hell.
That's good, though. I like that. That's good.
I just realized I'm like eating the mic. Should I be here?
Anywhere
here?
you want
Doesn't
it.
matter. All right,
Anywhere
cool.
you want it.
All right.
I want you to peek it. That covers it, though, I believe.
And as a band in a genre that has historically lacked diversity, how has your experience shaped your approach to creating music with that?
You want to hit this one, brother?
I don't really know that it has affected how we approach our music. I think the music has always just come from us, and we just want to be a band. You know what I mean? I don't like I said, I don't really think it's affected. We just want to be a band like anyone else. We write the songs that we love, influenced by the bands that we love the most. Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
We just want to be a band. We don't want to be a POC band. We
Yeah.
just want to be a band.
Yeah, we want to have the representation, but not, be kind of pigeonholed by that, I guess. But I mean, our experiences in the scene have shaped our perceptions and our kind of desires in songwriting. We kind of seek like things that are not as typical as you would expect from a pop punk band in the 20 teens. We try a little bit to break outside the mold a little bit.
We also listen to like a million different kinds of music, like between the five of us. So like trying to really like shoehorn all of those influences into all the songs is like, it's a daunting task, but
Takes a little
I
time.
feel like we're pretty decent at trying to represent everybody's tastes.
It's a village.
Yeah, it does.
really does.
Co-village.
And y'all have had the opportunity to perform at major events like Warped Tour and other big stuff like that. You've done a lot of touring and stuff. How have you guys stayed energized and, keep up with the vibes on the road?
A lot of caffeine. So much caffeine. We drink a lot of caffeine and we pee a lot. That's our whole MO.
Taking the mic away from you.
No, it's the truth.
Caffeine.
So definitely caffeine, but also so keeping energized on the road, it's definitely takes its toll physically. People only see like the Instagram photos, which are great, but that's like 30 minutes of the tour, which is a whole month's worth of craziness. But every time we're feeling down or a little stressed out, all it really takes is one person to be like, yo, sick set, or I've been listening to you guys, or first time seeing you, like getting those kind of comments for being like, wow, we're actually doing something and it's affecting people in a way that really resonates. And that's kind of worth the price of admission sometimes for us, for sure.
So a lot of the fans' feedback really drives you guys to just keep pushing.
Of course, yeah, it's really crazy. Or even at people being like, wow, I wish you guys were around in high school is a comment we get a lot. A lot of it comes from the way we sound. A lot of it comes from the way we look as well. And knowing that we've made a difference in someone's life like that, it's like cool. We're on the right path, and we want to keep doing more of that.
And how has your guys' recording process changed since being signed?
Oh, let's go.
So like,
Because now you guys got people that are going to back you up and kind of push you to do it.
yeah. Even though Pure Noise doesn't pressure us and push us in any direction, we do feel that pressure and obligation to produce. So it does feel different than when we were just writing for ourselves and for fun. But yeah, the songwriting process and recording process changed a lot because of COVID. And our obligation to produce a record. We had to just write remotely a lot of the time, which was horrible. So yeah, it felt way different than other records that we've made in the past. But you got anything else to say about that?
I mean, you were talking about Imposter Syndrome, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean now, this one,
Different, even more different.
this one was even more different because we were just together for three weeks straight.
Yeah.
But it was nice to be able to like get back to like all of us in a room, like working together and being like really collaborative and like just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other, and like so that was cool. But like Oren said, Pure Noise is never like, hey, you got to give us a record right now. They're very like, what do you guys want to do? What are you seeing for this? And like kind of what we tell them is whatever our vision is, and they're like, oh, okay, it's tight, let's do that. And they like really support us, and they really empower us to do the things that we feel like we want to do, which is great. It's awesome.
Hooked us up with Alan.
Yeah.
It's a great response. And you guys, like you said, you guys have a great, fan base. Your fans really drive you and give you a lot of motivation, everything. Being a band that's, classified as a working class punk band,
That's
how do
so
you,
sick. I love that. That's great.
How do you guys balance your personal responsibilities
Oh,
with being a band
man.
at the same time now? 'Cause
I'm
you
going
guys
to
are-
give this to the one actual daddy of the band.
It's a lot. We have a couple songs on this next record kind of centered around that. Just balancing real life, work, personal stuff, and the band. It's just something that we feel like we need to do, so we make time for it. Even if that time is like from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., which is often. But yeah, that's the answer. You gotta live your normal life and then make time for what you love.
Great response.
I love the
Working class band, action adventure.
Use it. Keep it. It's yours. And you guys have gained lots of traction from platforms like TikTok. How has social media played a role in your guys'
Oh,
career
man.
so far?
It's crazy. It's a blessing and a curse for sure. I gave a whole tangent on stage saying that we are definitely very fortunate to be have a song pop up on TikTok. You know, it's definitely every artist's dream and goal nowadays. But the music industry has definitely changed where touring was kind of all you had to do like 10 years ago, and now you kind of keep feeding them the content machine for better and for worse. So it's definitely a mixed bag. You know, we definitely want to do stuff that feels authentic to us and feels that we're, you know, not pandering or anything, and we got to keep doing it as well. We're kind of bad at it, but we're doing our best to keep it going. And again, it's definitely we have songs about that too on the next record, kind of balancing that idea of feeding it to feed it, but also being genuine to who you are. And I think people resonate with that. I hope they can see that on the next record.
One thing that's really weird about it is that, like, when I was in high school and I was like, I want to be a musician, I want to be in a band, I didn't think, like, I want to be a YouTuber, you know? But, like, now I also have to be, like, a blogger and, like, a content creator and writing music and figuring out merch and stuff, you know? So it's just crazy because it's one of those, like, now we wear many hats and you don't expect it, but it's cool. It's okay, you know?
We could spend an hour on this question. We could spend so much time on it.
So what's next for Action Adventure?
Sure. So we are going on tour. We'll be on tour with Tiny Moving Parts in Greywind all of November, and we're home for a week. We get to spend Thanksgiving at home, and then we're back on the road for all of December. So we're closing off the year with those two, and then we're gonna finish this record that we kind of keep plugging here, and we're really excited for people to kind of hear that side of us and enter the next phase of Action Adventure next year.
Final thoughts?
Thank you for taking the time to listen to us and hear our story and listen to our music, and I hope you all keep in touch with us. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, y'all.